I don't normally come out to East Kent, but I thought I'd do a little foray out to Canterbury because I'm in West Kent. Most of my detects in the last year have been fairly close to where I live, so I've come out from the Hastings beds and wheeled clay climbed up onto the chalk. And this forest, or wood if you like, is first brought to my attention a few years ago when I was doing my own family history. I had an ancestor in the 16th century who lived at the bottom here in a farmhouse that no longer exists, although there is a modern replacement down there. Anyway, I was going past one of my favourite fields where I found a skeet in 21 and those 7th century coins being hard to find where I live are more commonplace in these areas where presumably the merchants travelled from the coast, possibly in connection with the purchase of wool and the like, and possibly the people back where I'm living now just didn't have money basically in the 7th century. So it's a particularly interesting area. There have been Roman finds around here, and it was with that in mind when I noticed that the field was harrowed. I rang the farmer and asked him if I could have a brief detect before he sows it. So that's why I'm here today. I'll walk out into the area of 38 acres and I'll probably film every single find that I make today. This area is about 38 acres in total. Used to be about 5 fields in 1900 according to the maps. Part of the reason why the variety of finds that's transpired on what would be the North Downs is greater than where I live in the central weald is possibly because the topsoils are also an awful lot thinner on the top of the chalk. So obviously one has to bear in mind that it's going to be harder to find things which ordinarily might be buried deeper, closer to where I live in the central weald. I found a whole host of things in this field. It's one of my favourite fields, as I say, so it's worth dropping everything. And once I'd got permission, getting in the detect, given that it's been harrowed. Got 17 saying 60% depth by a compact signal. Right, saying it's in that clod there, so here's hoping we can find it quickly. Which I don't think we can. Pinpointer job. Something small. Oh, it's a little 2.2 cartridge, tiny little bullet cartridge. 13 or 14, get my back to the wind. 80% depth. This is going to be. We just had made the one proviso, the farmer, to basically make sure the holes are filled back in. Right, it's gone quite irony. I think this is going to be iron, unfortunately. So, let's see if we can work it out quite quickly. It's more this end of the hole, so off-centre targets often nails, because the nail head, it tends to make the centre seem further towards the nail head or beyond. Right, after all that, it's in the sidewall, so I've gone way too deep and off-centre. Ah, it's a coin. Oh no, it's not, it's a button. So there you go. Nice Tomback 18th century button. Don't know if it's got anything on it. Have a quick look. No, as per usual, it's plain. Got a 9. Quite shallow. So a 9. Quite a nice 9. You can see it. It's a button. No, it's not. It's, oh yes it is. It's a button. Thought that was a coin. Not a very old button, unfortunately, but a button nevertheless. So 14, shallow again. 50%. Lots of buttons. Still in there though. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Oh, it is. Is that another button? No, that's not a button, is it? It might be. Can't actually see the holes in it. Yeah, I think that's made of tin, unfortunately. So it's a bit iffy, this one, but there's definitely a 20 down there. But it's at full depth, so any iron tone, I'll just ignore that. It's in here, a piece of iron something. Oh, there you go. Very old forged nail. Incidentally, see how much easier it is to swing across this raked soil rather than Monday's detect, which was 1 foot, up to 1 foot tall furrows. 15, 50% depth, so quite shallow. Oh. It's a teardrop shaped piece of lead. Could that have something on it? Nope. Been run out on a flat surface. This was an 18, I'm pretty sure it's going to be something iron. It's in the sidewall here. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it's a nail, I think. It's a nail. Some sort of nail, wrought iron. It's 15. Small, compact, half depth, so not very deep, so probably modern, but definitely non-ferrous. Definitely non-ferrous. See, run right into that corner there. What have we got? Copper thing, but I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is at this point. No, it's not a zipper. Right, this was a real iffy signal at first. A load of iron mixed in. Now it's come out of the hole, it's got clearer, but it's gone right up to 30, so if it's not silver, it's a piece of rubbish. And it was underneath this flint, of which there are many in this part of Kent. So I expect it to be a piece of rubbish, but you never know, it might be something silver. Interesting things, the tones normally improve as you get your coil closer to it. I found that's happened a few times. Well, it's 31 and it's small, so hear that, that's a screamer, but it's obviously small, unless it's a piece of wire that's ring shaped. It's certainly promising. Where is it? That's the question. Oh, yes, it is silver. Oh, beauty. £18.99, shilling I think. Victoria Vale head, so Victoria Widow. I actually thought it was older than that. 1 shilling. Oh, beauty. I've never had one of those before, I don't think. That's really nice. Cool. First bit of silver. 18 or 19. Iffy as hell. I'll just turn the Bluetooth off so you can hear a minute. Got the iron on. So I'm pretty sure that's not iron. Put the Bluetooth back on. Yep. Definitely an 18. Lots of flints in this hole, which is why the digging was a bit protracted. Ah, it's a goddamn nail. Goddamn nail, unfortunately. I'll just double check there's nothing else. 17, 16 or 17, 50%. Let's get this out quickly. Came out of the hole and I missed it. What is it? Oh, it's a 303, there you go. 303. 17 that was almost on the surface, very shallow hole. There it is. What is that? Don't know what that is. Copper alloy thing. There we go. This one's a shallow 10 or 12. What have we got there? Oh, another 303 case. Got a real high tone here. 24, 20, well, 26. So it's unless it's a cartwheel penny, it's going to be aluminium, isn't it? It's going to be a large piece of junk, unfortunately, but we'll get the stones out. Alright, that's the first flip. Yeah, it's a buckle. Yeah, big old buckle. 19 with a hell of a lot of iron tone. Sadly, in this case, it was another very old forged nail. I was going for ages, and I finally got a really clear signal here. 19, 60%. That is a clear signal. I think that's going to be a coin. Some musket ball, pretty flattened. Nice signal. 2 notches lower, 17, 80%. Oh, I can see it, I think. Can I see it? Is that it? No, that's a stone. Green and copper. Be a bit careful. It's at some depth, whatever it's going to be. Oh God! How on earth did that get down there? Look at the oxidation. Copper sheet. What on earth? Could that be something old? Nice 13 at 30%. See if we can get something from this part of the field now. Bottle top. I'm in bottle top. Coin-like signal, but it's shallow, so it could be a mill coin, could be something else. In fact, I saw it. I think I saw a penny. There we are. What have we got? Let's get the water. So coin number 2. That's why I love this field so much. Me and Dan did the adjoining field 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, but nothing came up much there. We had to wait until this field was suitable. One of those fossilised sea creatures when the chalk was laid down. Got an 18. %. It's got to be a coin, hasn't it? My favourite number on this machine, 18. Where the old small gold items come up sometimes. Right, it's up there. It's a ring, the netting ring. Unfortunately, I think that's what these were for. If you remember, I found one on Monday. Tiny something 21 on the surface. I can see it. I can see a coin. What's it going to be? Oh, another halfpenny. Who have we got? Doubt we'll be able to make much out of this. That was literally on the surface. It's pretty gone. I think that's a Georgian halfpenny. Think, but we won't know, possibly. Right, had another 18 that was more or less on the surface. You can see there, down at about 3 inches. It's a sheet of pewter or something. Quite interesting. It's old, whatever it is, but I don't know if that's part of a tankard or what it is. It looks like, it feels like pewter, but it's got quite a black appearance to it. Right, this started out as quite an iron tone, but it had 18 mixed in, and when it came out, the tone has cleared up, clean as a bell, clear as a bell. So it might be something good, it might not be. Oh, there it is, it's a piece of lead. It's a piece of lead. The old sun's going down. I've got a 22. Some depth, but it's... I don't know how big that is. Let's see if we can get onto it now. Well, it's deep. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a bloody mortar tail. Find a few of those around here. Mortar bomb tail. $12 or $13 in this clod here. So 303. 303. This is a nice signal. 17. Sounds more like a coin. Really compact sound. It's one of those netting rings again. Find a fair few of these. I think that's what they're for anyway. Right, this one was a 14. Which I heard just then. Tiny little... Near to the edge of the field now. And I've got a 26. Oh, it's this big lead thing. Lead weight of some description. I don't know what that is. Right, 18. Lots of 18s in this field. 50% on the depth. Right near the top. Oh, second silver of the day. Oh, lovely. Okay, it's only a 6-month bet. The 5th. Getting quite atmospheric now that it's getting dark. But we got a 19 again, or an 18. Very nice. I'm going to call that and say it's a coin. 70%. It's not, it's a piece of lead. Got 17 or another 18. This one's on the surface. At least it's in that clod. Right, see what's in the clod. What is it? Not a tin can. It's a tin can, unfortunately. There we go. Another 19, quite shallow. 30%. Could this be a coin? Do I see a piece of rubbish down there? A bit of plastic, that's not a good sign. Oh yeah, it's got an aluminium rivet through it. Before, I can't think how. 28. Not very deep though, 50%. Another coin anyway. That's what I mean about this field being full of coins. Quite a chunky one. Who is this? Oh, that's George the third. Nice. Right, this is near where I found the Georgian fob seal. If you remember, was it a year or two ago? 18, 75%. Let's see what this is. Alright. Oh bugger, it's a piece of lead. Piece of lead. I think we might call it a day now because the light's fading back. That's it. That's all I can manage today.